The three pundits live from Benidorm, the Union Jack 2. The four pundits.
The four pundits on a Monday.
Rabbi.
Yeah.
We've got the Rabbi with
Rabbi's
us
here,
today.
yeah.
Got our Rabbi. More from him in a second. But Rabbi, you and I agreed there's only one way to start the show tonight.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Flying. Happy birthday to you.
Enough of that shit. Enough of that shit.
Get the strippers on.
I'm not giving him in the bum.
What can I say?
Thank you.
54?
I wish. 54.
It's the Flying Pig's birthday today. We're here in the Union Jack, as I've said, for the football weekend roundup. And have we not got some shit to talk about this weekend?
We've got absolute king and the lights of fucking gold. Summer!
Oh, come on, get the lights sorted out.
Have you stopped?
Summer!
I tell you what, it's been a cracking weekend. But,
Have you matched them and lights?
Isn't it lovely to see the Premiership back?
Yes,
that's
that's all that matters, isn't it?
Yeah?
Yes, absolutely. That's what we need, man. After all that international rubbish,
But it has been a
can't do with it.
International rubbish, Spain getting beat off England.
Couldn't care less. Didn't bother me in the slightest, mate. A load of rubbish.
But it has been a cracking weekend for Premiership, though.
Yeah, just glad it's all back. Something
It's,
to talk about, and we won't be. I mean, I know we did the show last week, but yeah,
There's
it's
been
something to talk about.
cracking games, cracking results, and stacks of talking points, I think.
Never mind the football. What about Mourinho?
Oh,
Gonna get into it, eh?
yeah.
Hey, rightly
He hasn't
so,
been
no.
charged.
Hey, rightly so, and all, man. Do you know what I mean? I think that dick was well out of order. Like,
Yeah,
I know Mourinho's done it himself before, but he's been a dick, and anyone that does it, whoever they are. But he got right in his face, and that.
He did look at him,
And
didn't
I'm
he?
glad that Mourinho did get up and get stuck into it.
Yeah.
Have you ever
He
played
didn't get
football?
stuck into
No, but he
it.
showed some passion.
But
Didn't
he
he? He
didn't
would
get
have done.
stuck
It was
into
about a 10-second.
Yeah, pulled me back.
Yeah.
He went to look at him and waited for the stewards to hold him back.
Yeah,
exactly.
The big soft Portugal
Nah,
was.
it was
That's all he is.
It was full of it, man.
For once, Flying Pig is telling the truth here.
He's a was. He's a
The
was.
big point, it's holding me back, you know. Remember when we used to
Nah,
fight
nah,
an
nah.
11-year-old and you used to say, I'm going to get you, hold us back, John, hold us back, John.
But you can't have two
Can't remember
managers
that,
standing on the sidelines.
Cheers, anyway.
Cheers, mate.
Cheers, Doug.
Listen,
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
let's get to that talking point. Let's analyse it, okay? I'll give you my take on events, and then one of you guys can jump in. I think Mourinho's gave it out in the past.
Yes.
He's given 6 now in the
He's
past.
one of the biggest offenders for Gordy.
Flicking ears. Remember when in Real Madrid, the El Clasico, flicking the
I remember
Barcelona
doing
manager's
Liverpool
ear.
fans like that down the side.
Saturday, he's walking up to all the Chelsea supporters. He's giving it this. 3 titles I got with you guys. 3 titles. Give me respect. Give me that. And then now he's been charged. I can't remember the guy's name. The Chelsea guy's been charged.
Iani.
Yeah, something like that. Marco Iani. He's been charged. What's he been charged with? Celebrating?
Inciting.
Something like that, yeah. It was.
I think it's brilliant.
I do as well.
Yeah,
I think
it's good.
pure
It's
passion.
good to see as well.
It
Like,
gives us something to talk about.
Yeah. Do you think it was out of order, the Chelsea guy?
I think the way he jumped up and celebrated, he's
So, what would you have done if he'd have done it to you?
So
If someone had come right to your face, giving you that,
No, I'm going to question the rabbi here. I'm going to question the rabbi.
Yeah.
Listen, lads. He says he was out of order. Right, listen. Big game. Man United, Chelsea.
Yeah.
Man
Put
United,
yourself-
Tottenham.
Exactly. Put yourself in this position. Man United, Tottenham. Tottenham score in the 96th minute of the game. And you're starting.
Manager.
And you're. No, listen.
Yeah.
And you're a coach or
Part
a
of the
physio,
setup.
part of the setup, and Mourinho's sitting there. What are you going to do? 96th minute of the game. What are you going to do, Rabbi? A jolly good game, sir. Come on, be honest.
I would do nothing.
You would have nutted him.
would you not say?
But if you had said it,
You would have done nothing.
If
What a
you-
load of bollocks, Rabbi.
so,
What a load of bollocks.
so, I would have done nothing.
Shut up, man.
You won't let me talk. I would have done nothing.
Silence.
But if it was Arsenal, I
Ah.
would have got up and got naked. All right?
But listen, so are you sticking up for Mourinho then?
No, I just think it's great to watch. Bit of passion and.
Well, I think it was.
But you would react.
I think
If
it was
someone did that in
banging
your
into
face,
Mourinho.
man. If someone
Yeah,
did that to my
probably
face,
would.
man,
Yeah.
your natural reaction would be like,
Yeah, it would be. But I think if you'd have said,
Funny enough, it's being shown now. Look,
I've
look at
watched-
it.
I've watched the clip so many times today. It's unbelievable, right? Now, if the guy had turned around to him and called him a cunt next Tuesday or whatever, do you know what I mean? Called him a twat or whatever, I could have understood his reaction. But the guy, if you watched his face, he never did nothing. All he did was give it a bit of that.
I went right into his face.
Yeah.
Went past him like
But,
that.
He
listen,
did.
listen, Mourinho, he should.
Yeah, he's one
Can
of the
you
worst
say-
offenders for it, isn't he?
Could you have seen Alex Ferguson getting up, chesting him and wanting to twat him? Could you have seen Arsene Wenger getting up?
I think.
No, you couldn't.
Yeah, I think.
No,
I
I
think.
don't think so.
Yeah, I disagree.
No, I think
Wenger
also,
usually never took any shit, did he, in them games? And I think Fergie would have been fucking right in his. He'd have reacted worse than that, Fergie, I think. But he'd have been finger right in his face.
No, what Fergie would have done, he would have followed them closely down the tunnel, picked up his empty bottle of red wine and clattered them.
Give him a Glaswegian
That's it,
kiss.
yeah, the Glaswegian kiss. But no, listen, I agree to a certain extent with the Rabbi.
We wanna
It
see
was
the-
all passion, wasn't it?
That's
It
what
was
you want to see.
great at the
You
end
want
of
to
that
see
game,
passion,
you know?
whoever the managers. But there's different sides to it. One, if any of us had someone put their hand in your face, you would react. But he's one of the worst offenders for it himself, isn't he?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's like what goes around comes around, Mourinho sort of thing.
well, anyway,
But we like it because it's like he's
Anyway,
You've got to
Rabbi,
give it,
us-
you've got to be able to take
the
it.
FA responded today by charging that coach,
Yeah.
whatever his name is. But they haven't charged Chelsea, they haven't charged Man United, they haven't charged Mourinho. They've said that they need to watch the conduct.
But some
Right.
people are saying
But they haven't been charged.
I read today that they were saying that Chelsea are very disappointed with him, the way that he reacted, and also there's been suggestions that he should get sacked.
Sacked.
But, yeah, I don't think.
Who, the guys?
Because then he's
100%.
attacking someone for passion, and people,
100% bollocks. Right?
your ordinary fans are always saying they're all detached, they're not like us. The first time someone shows a bit of us, and they want to sack him.
Now it's 100%.
It's
That's
the
bollocks.
prawn sandwich brigade flying pig, isn't it?
Bollocks.
It's the prawn sandwich brigade. They don't really. They need to play football in the Tyneside Sunday League or the Essex whatever league they play.
It'd be funnier to see them all.
You want to
scrappy,
see.
wouldn't it? You want to see all
You
that,
want to
man.
see a bit of passion,
Yeah.
a little bit of abuse, and a little bit of violence, and
Hey,
that. You know.
I tell you what, we've had Sky Sports on today, haven't we?
All day, yeah.
All day, and it showed you a bit of NBA, basketball.
Right, there was
They
a-
were scrapping in that. They were really going for it.
Yeah.
Basketball. Somebody
Yeah.
upset somebody, and so
They're trying to turn it into a pufters game. Basically.
Yeah.
Stopping the tackles, stopping
Yeah,
the.
you're right.
Next minute we're going to.
Well,
women play.
we all know. Can you go back? To,
What? No, we're not going to have women play.
I think it's going to happen one day.
The
Anyway.
Rabbi, any views on the Rabbi? It's nothing to do with the Three Pundits or Radio 1 Benetton.
All
This is
views-
the Rabbi's
all
opinion.
views of the
If
Rabbi.
our Fitzy has anything to do with it, he'll be playing because he can see the money into it.
Listen, getting away from Mourinho again.
Yeah, we
The
need to
man
get away
has
from
done it again. Okay, he's a talking point. It's almost as if he's jumping up to say, "Well, the game's been good, but I'm going to be even better." You know,
No, I don't
I'm going to.
I think he genuinely reacted. I think he genuinely reacted.
But anyway, get
As
back
if
to
say,
it.
get fucked.
Listen, last 2 weeks ago, Newcastle United, an incredible second half that Man United pulled together. Again, this week, an incredible second half that Man United pulled together. The question I want to ask you guys, Three Pundits, I'm the fourth now. Has Mourinho got the dressing room back?
Personally, I think he has actually. I think he's probably turned the corner there. I think they're starting to play. I thought he lost it. I didn't think he'd get it back. But there seemed a little bit of passion. No Pogba. Pogba didn't play, did he?
Yeah, he did.
Did he play?
Yeah.
But he's not the captain, is he?
We're not hearing anything, are we? It's gone quiet.
He's
We're
got
getting all
quiet
these
on the
little
Pogba
stories
front.
coming out.
I think what it was,
What's going on
I
there?
think the Pogba Mourinho incidents were taking over the club, but they're like subsiding. So I think that, I think he's.
I think they've got to give him a little bit of time, like they did to Ferguson. Ferguson didn't win nothing for the first few years, did he?
Yeah.
for a long time.
Ferguson was up there to getting sacked in one
There's a
game.
couple of-
The Pogba's an interesting scenario because once again, you know, football's a game of two halves. In my opinion, Pogba's a game of two halves. First half of that game, I watched it on Match of the Day. Twice I've watched it. He was shit in the first half. Second half, he decided to say, oh, well, I'm going to get out of bed today and I'm going to play a little bit of football. And then in certain aspects of the game, he was absolutely brilliant. But I said it 2 weeks ago, lads, he is Mr. Inconsistent.
I'll be
Inconsistent.
honest, I can't see what's good about it.
I've never seen Rout really special.
Nah, it's not special.
No, Hazard.
He's brilliant on his
some of
day,
the
lads.
midfielders.
Nah,
you see.
and now
Brilliant on his
He's on
day.
his brilliant on his
He
day.
can
And now
do.
he
He doesn't have
does,
enough of them.
I
He doesn't
haven't
have enough of them.
seen him brilliant on his. I really haven't seen
Nothing to.
to shout at
Maybe
that.
some of the midfielders we've
Well, he
seen over
scored
the
a couple
years.
of goals in one game, but it's nothing.
But on the whole, lads, fair result 2-2.
Well, look, if you look at the stats, Chelsea should have annihilated him.
Yeah, twice as many shots.
Twice,
Yeah, they did come out of the block build, didn't they?
twice as many. I mean, the possession was something
I guess
like
it-
70 to 30, something like that, 68 to.
It's the result you'd expect in it, most people, I think, a draw between them.
Two big clubs.
But the,
Yeah.
the stats, if you looked at the stats, it suggested that Chelsea should have beat them.
Yeah.
I mean, not convincingly, but you know what I mean. But how many games do you see if you don't put the ball in the hole?
Well,
Well, we'll talk about that shortly, but
Stop calling
we-
me shortly, will you? For God's sake.
he's 69 today, you can't believe it.
Aye.
Victor,
Oh,
you
that
were
was
gonna
a
say
change.
something.
No, yes.
69, that makes
I
a
was
change.
thinking, he said
67.
67, didn't he? No, I was just going to say we were on air, weren't we, doing our FM show on Radio 1 Benidorm when the game was on, so we didn't get to see it, so I can't really pass comment as to what it was like, you know, like the full 90 minutes. I'd love to have seen that game. You know, you want to see them big clubs play each other, them big teams, but yeah, good, like he's saying. Yeah, I don't know. I guess it would all have been happy the way it turned out. I don't know. Maybe you wouldn't if you threw it away at last minute.
Well, if you
I
take,
think if before the game, would they have took that result?
I think both sides had took
Yeah,
it.
that's what I mean. Yeah.
Anyway, we've talked about 15 minutes about that
Yeah,
game.
about Mourinho and Man United.
Yeah.
Let's get to the Tottenham game.
Let's move on.
Let's get to the Tottenham game. West Ham 0, Tottenham 1 in the West Ham Cup final.
Yes,
Why you describe it as the West Ham Cup final?
because it's they're our rivals, but it's their cup final.
Why?
Because, like I say, they hate Tottenham. Their rivalry against us.
How big is
unbelievable.
the rivalry
Passionate.
from an outsider's point of view? How big is your rivalry against West Ham compared to like
A
Arsenal?
lot.
Oh, no,
Listen,
the
I'll say it as a team. I hate West Ham. I've got a lot of friends who are West Ham, so I've got to be careful. Do you know what I mean? I'm not going to say too much, but you know, as a team, I hate West Ham. They hate us, but that's not my cup final.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's their cup final.
So is them and West Ham, would that be like you and Middlesbrough, Newcastle and Middlesbrough, Kenny, Scotty?
I don't know because Arsenal's the big game.
But
Isn't it?
surely,
Arsenal's a big game.
You-
Like when Newcastle played Borough, Middlesbrough.
That's the equivalent of West
What
Ham.
I'm saying
Yeah,
is you've got
yours
Newcastle
is-
Sunderland.
Ours is like the Arsenal.
So is yours, is you've got Newcastle Sunderland, obviously Sunderland's your rivals.
they've got Tottenham and Arsenal.
Is yours like Middlesbrough?
It
If
is.
he's saying West Ham, is it the same sort of thing with you and
Yeah,
Middlesbrough?
but there's not the real hatred there for Middlesbrough.
But is there the real hatred between West Ham
West
and
Ham,
Spurs?
yeah.
West
It is
Ham,
not
yeah.
right,
Listen, you listen. You see me put on my videos, and you see the video that I put on,
I've seen it.
and I said, listen, I don't care about you, West Ham. We beat you. I don't care about you, Chelsea. This one, all I care about is Arsenal.
Yeah.
I despise them.
Yeah.
Absolutely, as a team, despise them.
After Arsenal, would it be Chelsea, West Ham, or both the same?
But you've got to despise Arsenal even more.
I would say, for me, I would say Chelsea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I don't
It
like
was
Chelsea.
great here actually in the Union Jack bar.
It was filled.
Union Jack too. It was
On
at the table. Yeah, it was absolutely.
It was
mobbed.
chocker.
And it was
Tottenham.
West Ham as well.
Our cup, there was a few West Ham, but
But
the
I
whole
thought-
place was mostly
I thought it was a
Tottenham.
good
Yeah,
atmosphere,
there was mostly
actually.
Tottenham, but you did have some hammers in.
Yeah,
some
we
irons
did,
in,
but
and you had-
lucky enough, they respected the place.
Mhm.
You know, at the end of the
I think
day,
they'd have had to with all them Tottenham fans.
but at the end of the day, if matter.
Yeah.
Do you know, I might despise the team,
Yeah.
you know, but I've got friends who are.
But getting back to the game, and let's be honest about it. Lucky Tottenham.
Lucky Tottenham. Listen,
Man of the match,
Lloris.
Lloris.
yeah.
Lloris. Man of the match. Tottenham goalkeeper.
Keeper.
4 brilliant saves.
But,
Hey, outstanding.
and
Yeah,
I'll take
outstanding.
that.
And this is from a goalkeeper.
Because he's had a bad couple of matches, Lloris. He got done for, obviously, he's drunk driving and he got an injury. Don't know about that. And, you know, when he come back, he looks a bit shaky. But I'll tell you what, he was bang on form. But you need a good goalkeeper.
Listen, that's what he gets paid for.
Listen, Liverpool probably would have won the league if you had a good
Yeah,
goalkeeper.
but it won the European Cup.
Yeah, if you had a good goalkeeper.
The
thing is,
Every team needs a good goalkeeper.
You're right there.
And we've got Lloris. So for you to say we was lucky, that's what a goalkeeper's there for.
Of course.
So,
that's what
mate,
he gets
Was
paid
it a fair outcome, that game? Or what was the...
West Ham should have won 6-1.
for. Not 67.
But
DMS!
I have to say, we're still not playing well.
Well, listen,
No.
Perhaps you're not that
Well,
good
that's
then.
Rabbi, that's the same as us, Liverpool.
Well,
We're not
yeah.
playing well.
Can we
but
get to
it's
Liverpool now?
important. Not
wait
yet.
a minute.
It's important. It's important to get those shitty wins,
Yeah,
even if it's not attractive. Because in
Yeah.
the past, when we were under Brendan Rodgers and stuff like that,
yeah,
we'd be going to Huddersfield and getting beat.
yeah.
So we managed that win.
Well, that's just a point I was going to bring up.
we'll come to it now. Manchester City, 23 points. Liverpool, 23. Manchester City, 23 points, playing brilliantly. Liverpool, 23 points, playing not so brilliantly.
No.
Tottenham Hotspur, 21 points,
Well,
playing not so
Do you
brilliant.
know what?
Yeah.
Coming to Tottenham, I
2
was saying
points.
something
Yeah.
about Tottenham. Right? I did a work video today and I was talking about Liverpool and I brought up a conversation that he had the other week about, you know, no one's mentioning Tottenham. You look where Tottenham are here, but they're only 2 points off, aren't they? Off Liverpool. Off
Yeah.
the top, 2 points
Just what I
off.
said,
And
yeah.
no one's talking about them. He said, that's how
stay
you
off
want to
the
be.
radar, didn't you?
Yes, stay off
And
the radar.
well, I don't like it. Well, scum Arsenal, but they are playing well, right? But it's as well as they can be.
But then again, if Arsenal win
Right.
tonight, they're up there as well.
They're up there, but they're playing well.
They cover you the
Yeah,
net.
but we're not playing well. This is what
That's
I'm
it.
saying. When we play
Imagine if
well,
Tottenham and Liverpool kicked in.
everybody loves to watch Tottenham. You might hate us, but when we do play well,
The beauty about the game is that if you're not playing well, you pick up points. It's when you're not playing well
Yes, yeah.
and you might be losing or even drawing. That's and that's what
So
Liverpool
if-
are doing over years.
If Liverpool and Tottenham kick in,
Yes,
it changes everything.
exactly.
doesn't
It does. It does. And if you're grinding out results and not playing well, but you're still getting your 3 points.
Mm.
I mean, all right, it's all right. Man City performing like which they are out of this world. They're getting 3 goals, 4 goals, 5 goals last Saturday against Burnley. Great, that's fantastic for their supporters. But you only have to lose a couple of matches or draw one, lose one, and then Liverpool, Tottenham, or Arsenal kick in. They go above them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
and I have to
They're not. Sorry,
Yeah, go on.
Lee, but Man City might be that good that they might go all year and nobody could touch them. But I don't think so. I think they were a sticky patch, a little bit of a sticky patch, especially when they play Liverpool, because we'll beat them like we usually do. But you know what I'm saying is, they're phenomenal at the minute, but it doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to play the full season like that. And while the other teams, Arsenal, Tottenham, Liverpool, are grinding out results through not playing well, they're still in touch.
And it could go anywhere.
But this is right. This is what I'm saying. Spurs are known for slow starting, right? Then
And slow finishing.
no, and after about 8, 9 games,
Sounds like your love life.
Spurs
too.
usually go on a run, right? A run.
So, Malcolm, have these lights sorted out, darling. They're going up and down again.
Do you want me to get
No,
over
no,
it?
no. Carry on.
You stay there. Listen, I have to tell you, lads, I know it's just the end of October, but I'm going to forecast now. You know how good my forecasting is.
Shite.
My forecast now is that this could be one of the most exciting
Yes.
Premier League finishes
Yes.
we've had
Yes.
20
And
years.
let's hope it is. Let's
That
hope it is.
There's 5 clubs. There's only 5. There's no more. There's 5 because Man United. I know they got a draw the other day, but I think they're out of it.
Yeah.
Something
Something would have to go
I
wrong.
don't know. They're only 4 or 5 points
No,
behind.
they're
Hey,
not.
listen,
They're about 7
they've
points.
got to win against the team that's bottom of the league, my team, Newcastle, and they've managed to
They're 7
get a
points
draw.
out.
Yeah. Listen, Man City, Liverpool,
weeks.
Chelsea, Tottenham, and Arsenal, I'm sorry to say it, Rabbi, nothing between them.
Listen,
I'm
Nothing
gonna.
7
between them.
points.
I'm
7
just
points.
going to leave you for 1 minute.
Yeah,
So
get
please,
them
like
sorted
7
that.
out.
points. 7 points is on 2 wins.
That Phil Lewis, that's just coming out. I can't read that.
Philip Alcock, hello, my friend.
He's one of my boys. Phil.
Yeah, but yeah. And
What a whopper!
it's, what's your pockets, lads? It's fantastic. The Premiership this year, I really do, and I hope I'm right, but it can be absolutely fantastic in the second half of the season.
We all want that, don't we?
I still think Man City are
The
a
team.
cut above,
Yeah, we
but
need
I would
them to
agree
go.
with you, Flying Pig. I think we could see a sticky patch from Man City, and if that happens, there's 5 teams that's going to be battling out this league
That'd be
this
fantastic.
year.
Oh, it would be brilliant, wouldn't it?
I tell you
Brilliant.
what would it be great if you went into the last game of the season?
And there's
Two-
so many different
2
combinations.
or
of
3
something.
teams could
Oh,
win it.
man, it'd be mental.
I remember after just getting away from the Premiership for a second, but I remember about 10 years
I bet it's
ago.
Newcastle.
No, it's not actually. I remember about 10 years ago, Rangers and Celtic on the last game of the season, and we put the television on, and the last game of the season, Rangers was playing away, I think, at somewhere like Hearts, and Celtic was playing at Hamilton, and the title changed hands 6 times in 90 minutes.
Mental.
Yeah.
It was
Mental.
incredible. I was watching it with my son. It was going back. There's been a goal at Ibrox, and it's
Mental.
fantastic. Rangers are the champions. Celtic, and then it went, and there's a goal at Celtic. Oh, it was brilliant. It was fantastic.
You've only got to go back 3 or 4 seasons when City won it.
Man United City.
Man United City.
Oh,
Brilliant.
Aguero scored in 3. United were champions,
Yeah.
and then Aguero scored in
In
3 minutes
yeah.
into the time, and
brilliant.
they won it. And that's how you won
And
it.
that's what we want.
That's
the
and
point.
if we're not part of it, you're not going to be part of it. Newcastle, we know that.
Hey, we did have to put a good run together.
If Liverpool not part of it, if it were Man U, Man City, not Man U, if it was City and Tottenham or City, and I'd love it.
Yeah.
I mean,
I
want
really
to-
love it.
I'd
Love it,
really
just love it.
Just like Kev.
I just love it.
Anyway,
We're
the
sorted,
Rabbi's back.
Rabbi.
Was all we all right now? It's not changing, is it?
We're good.
The Rabbi's sorting the lights out tonight. He's not just a pretty face, sorting the light out. We're here in the Union Jack 2 tonight, Monday evening. We're doing the weekend roundup of all the football. The 3 Pundits live on Facebook, 3 Pundits, also on Ken Scott's page. Big Dunk, where can we get the podcast?
Yeah, the podcast will be on iTunes, any decent podcast app. Just search the 3 Pundits. And obviously, we're also on Twitter and Instagram, Facebook. We're everywhere. We're everywhere.
We're
Question.
everywhere and nowhere, baby.
Question. You know the answer, so shut up. Question the Rabbi. Question the Big Dunk on the weekend's Premiership fixtures. What team in the Premiership had more shots at goal over the course of the weekend?
Answer.
Interesting.
I wouldn't know. I'd have to take a guess. I would maybe Chelsea.
I'm absolutely flabbergasted that you haven't got the answer right. The team who had more shots at goal
Was
in the Premiership over the weekend, Newcastle United.
Yeah. Just
But
remind,
that's- that- hey, that-
just remind me where Newcastle are again.
But listen, the only thing wrong with that, Scotty, is that's fantastic.
You needed
But you didn't score.
And this
You
is
need
the
a-
whole
you need
point.
a effing striker.
Okay, Newcastle United 23 shots at goal on Saturday against Brighton. Brighton 3. We fucking got beat 1-0. Okay, now Mike Ashley,
Mark Ashley, you big fat cockney.
you big fat bastard. If you're stupid enough not to realise that we need a striker in the January window, please go.
No, you don't need a
go.
striker. You need a new.
You own it.
Like
We need
Ashley.
2
And you know what?
strikers.
I listened to TalkSport this morning, and they were actually on there today, Alan Brazil and that lot, and they were actually having a debate as to whether, they actually said, we know Mike Ashley's not done a good job, we know there's problems there and that, but does Benitez have to take a bit of blame for this? And I can't believe they're even asking that question. I can't believe that is just any manager that is at Newcastle.
Sometimes talk a load of shit.
Yeah.
Adrian
Talk
Durham.
shit. Yeah,
What a
talk
load
shit.
of shit he comes out.
But it's a fact. I mean, listen, at the end of the day, guys, who's your front three players? Liverpool.
Mane, Firmino, Salah.
Okay. Your front three? Or front two?
Harry Kane and at the moment Lamella.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you know how many Newcastle's top strikers are?
I can't name one.
Fucking zero.
Yeah,
They haven't got a man that can put the ball into the net.
Apparently so,
It's
with all
a
those shots.
disgrace. 23 shots at goal.
Which proves one thing, Scotty, that you're creating the chances to win games. I mean,
This is what I've been saying all
But
season.
hang on, though.
it must have been all over Brighton to a certain extent.
Let's throw something in there then. Why then has Benitez not got someone even on a loan then?
Now,
Because he's not allowed, there's no money.
now, there's another thing. Loan deals are shit. And I'll tell you why loan deals are shit. Because Rondon comes in on a loan deal, then he goes, they've only got me on a loan deal. I mustn't think much of it. What's the biggest thing that a striker has to make him a striker? Harry Kane, Lamella, Sane, Salah, whatever. Confidence. You bring your players in on a loan deal. Already there's a doubt in their mind. There's a doubt in their mind.
Why haven't they signed me?
Why haven't they signed me on a 5-year deal, giving me 40 or 50 grand a week? I can set my family up. I've got financial security. No, not Mike Ashley, the cunt. Mike Ashley, let's get a loan deal in. Let's get a loan. You know what a great businessman I am. What are you going to be remembered for, Mike Ashley?
Being a twat.
You're going to be remembered for being a twat. You're going to be remembered for bringing Newcastle 3 times in the relegation zone. You're not going to be remembered for bringing Keegan into the team, for the likes of Ginola, all these sort of players. That's what you're going to be remembered for.
But I'll tell you
That's
something.
some pride.
You'll be being called a twat by a lot of other people from House of Fraser as well.
Yeah, well, close to left.
You know what I mean? You bought that place and show you all out.
Yes.
Rangers.
50,000
Our Rangers friend there just
fanatics every week come to support Newcastle. The mug here in 4 weeks' time.
You're
I'm
going
buying a
out
ticket to go and see
No, you're not.
Newcastle
You're
United.
going with pure passion.
To
And you
see
know,
them
when
playing
you go,
against West
St
Ham.
James's.
It'll be full.
It'll be fun.
I'll be lucky to get a
Always.
ticket.
Always.
It's
Because that's
incredible.
what I love about the Newcastle fans. They know it's not Benitez's
Compare
fault.
them to
We've
City
talked about
fans.
that before. If that was going on at City, right, they'd be calling for manager's head. If it was the same scenario. But they know that it's Ashley's fault and not the manager's. Because it's not but
Did you hear that, Ashley? It belies logic. It's just unbelievable. It really is.
Let's hope he's listening to the 3-4 Pundits podcast next
Yeah,
week,
yeah.
Ashley.
Yes.
And even if he is, he's not interested.
No,
All he's
he doesn't
interested
give a toss.
is his bank balance, you know. And
I don't
listen,
know,
mate,
I don't
you're
know.
a heart attack waiting to happen. I'm looking at your face. I'm looking at your big fat body.
I thought you
You're a
were-
heart attack waiting to happen.
thought you
Is
were
that what
talking
you want
to
to
me
be
then.
remembered for? Taking Newcastle down 3 divisions, taking them relegated 3 times. Is that what you want, Ashley? Is that what you want to be remembered for? You tosser. You're absolute tosser.
Right.
Let's get away from Newcastle. Other games of
Have you got that in your
of the
system now?
weekend. Let's get back to the top of the league. Let's talk about it. You're frightened. You're frightened. You're frightened. Is Man City on a different level to your teams?
At around 2 points.
They are,
Absolutely.
but are they a different level?
That's not on a different level, is it?
No, there's only 2 points in it. It's like the Rabbi said. There's only 2 points in it. I don't get me wrong.
The
But
problem
what
is-
they're doing is they're scoring lots of goals.
The thing is, will they slip up? And that's where you think.
This is what I was saying is, if they start
anyone
losing-
else. I know Liverpool will drop points. There's no doubt about it.
every team will.
Will Man City?
Yes, I think they will.
As
I
many
honestly
as
think
the
they will.
others.
I think that City, if they get a draw or lose a game, then your confidence dips a bit. You know what I'm saying? And then you just never know. It's, everybody's saying that, especially you, Scotty, that well, you're not saying they're invincible, but you're saying that you can't see anybody touching them. It's like the Rabbi said. There's only 2 points in it now,
Yeah.
and 2 points is nothing. You'd rather be in 2
Yeah.
points
And if
7 or 8
if
wagging up.
Liverpool and Spurs kick in,
If I be honest with you, obviously I'm a Tottenham supporter. I think my team's going to win the league.
Ian Stewart May, big Tottenham fan. He's watching from Tenerife.
We will win the league.
You're going to win the league, are
We
you?
will win the league, but the team I'm worried about is Liverpool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry,
I thought you were going to say Arsenal then.
No,
I thought he was going to say Arsenal.
Yeah, I
as
thought
well.
you were going to say.
that mucky team from Woolwich. North
Hey, you had some abuse this week, didn't you, on your little post, didn't you?
What's
Lot of Gunners fans
What does
coming
Phil
in.
say in that in the message?
I can't see that.
Phil Alcock, I'm supping me coffee from a Sports Direct pint mug and I'm happy. You twat! Smash the mug! Smash it! Put it down! Pam Purvis joined from Morpeth. Pam Purvis, the
Oh,
MILF.
yeah, fam.
What does the
Celebrated.
MILF mean?
Milf.
Mum, I'd like
You know what a milf is. We all know what a milf is, mate.
Ah,
We don't like a milf at the minute, won't we?
absolutely great.
you lot are on guilt, aren't you?
What's that?
Granny.
Oh, I didn't know there was
Gilfs,
such
not
a thing.
milfs. We're all to
Guilt now, mate. You're old now. It's your birthday
Yeah.
today.
It's up there today.
Mills, grannies, every
Gilfs.
fucking hole's a goal.
Every hole's a goal.
Every hole's a
Every
goal
hole's a
when you
goal,
get to
right.
our age.
You're absolutely right there, Rabbi.
Every hole.
Listen. The 4 pundits as well tonight. Big dunk.
I'm big dunk.
All right, that's his. My little expression is back of the net. The flying pig's expression.
On that button.
The rabbi's expression.
Done and dusted.
No.
Yeah.
Every hole's a goal.
Oh, fuck it. Tonight, yeah. Every hole's a goal. And then when you do it, you go done and dusted.
Brilliant stuff.
Right.
I think there was a couple of shit games over the weekend. The FC Bournemouth versus Southampton.
Bournemouth, they're up there, aren't they?
We'll skip that. It was
At the
0-0. It was a boring game.
Bournemouth are 6th, aren't they?
Shall we go to Huddersfield, Liverpool? What happened
No,
last?
hang on. Bournemouth, where are they in the league?
Oh, never mind.
No,
We're
it's
fucking
important,
Bournemouth.
man, because
Well, they're about 7th, aren't they?
no, they're 6th, and you can't concentrate just on the big clubs. Bournemouth and Watford are up there, look, 6 and 7.
Watford, great result for Watford. Let me come in there. We all predicted that Watford would lose again against
Yeah.
Wolves. Got
Wolves has
one
been a good team.
and Watford got they went out 1-2-0.
Yeah.
So that's
It's a win
great
for
result.
someone, eh?
They were aware. It was down at Molineux. Yeah.
Just remember saying, last week, you all said I was a nutter.
Well, you're
for
right.
predicting
Spain.
the England and Spain game.
No, we acknowledged it on the FM show.
Oh,
didn't we?
On Saturday we had no
Do you not listen to what FM show?
I've
Radio
got
1.
my daddy cleaning tables, entertaining.
Listen,
I have to clean the tables.
I hear what you're saying,
Standing on them.
Bournemouth. I hear what you're saying. They're right up there. Okay, they're not last. Okay, they get 11,000 a home game. I'm not interested. Nobody's interested in Bournemouth.
Although you say they get 11,000, they're still 6. Newcastle are bottom with your fantastic fans. You know what I mean?
but that
50 odd
we're,
hours.
we're gonna.
I'm just going to get these guys
A drink.
a pint on me and
Good
a Diet Coke and with vodka.
The
Hey,
flying
hey,
pig.
Come on,
come on, that way.
The rabbi.
Come up.
Summer, would you like to come into this video and
Summer.
bring us our beers?
Can I have
No,
2
you don't.
beers and a Diet Coke, please?
You're on cider though, aren't you?
I'm on
What?
cider, yeah, cider for me.
I'll
So
get 1 beer, 1 side and a can of Diet Coke.
Listen, Pam Purvis has joined from
Aye,
Orbit. I want you to tell you, Pam Purvis is my sister.
Is she?
Yeah.
twin sister.
And I'm going back, as I say, first week of December. She thinks I'm coming back to see her on the Saturday, but I'm actually going to Newcastle again.
Whoa.
Well, she knows
Is
now.
she
doesn't she?
pretty?
She's lovely.
She's lovely.
She married?
She's gorgeous. No.
I have my photograph checked with her once. She's lovely.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Fantastic stuff.
Pam, you're gorgeous. That's from an old timer, by the way. I know you're
Okay.
a chick.
Let's get to Huddersfield, Liverpool. Now, Big Dunk, I don't know if you know this, but you and I tied on predictions on Saturday.
Right, okay.
We're going into the last game.
We
I
said,
sent you a text.
we
We were
said
dead
3-0,
level,
3-1 or
and
something.
we both pitched 3-0 to
Is that what it
Liverpool.
was, yeah?
The question I'm going to ask you, lads, Huddersfield, shit team, what went wrong with Liverpool?
Well, I'll tell you what, I watched the
I couldn't hardly watch
I saw
it.
something
Honestly.
Liverpool were, I think, sort of, again, lucky. It was,
I was just waiting full time, that's all I
yeah, I was
watching.
right full time.
Terrible game.
Terrible game. But this is what I was going
You
to
watched
get.
it, yeah.
It was on. I spent more time on my phone.
This is
honestly.
what I was going to get onto, Scotty,
Yeah.
in previous, but you said we were going to
We're
talk
on
about
that site, MILFs on heat.
Listen,
Yeah,
Phil,
like that.
listen, escucha me. Listen, that's what I was going to say. And,
Thank you, Savannah!
and Cloughy come out and said that he's starting to get results out of really bad games
So
where
I saw that
where
in
he
the
was
past.
previously either drawing or losing, thank you, Summit, mainly losing, right? And he said, we're grinding out results, we're playing absolute crap in some of the games. Well, he didn't say that because he's not allowed to say that.
He didn't use his stuff.
No, he didn't say that. He said, we're playing fucking shit.
Yeah, he did,
He
yeah.
said it before.
And he was happy that he's winning games in the previous where they were drawing or losing them.
Yeah.
But now he's winning them. And this is what we were just on about earlier on. You're still keeping up with Man City because we're not playing well, Tottenham not playing well, but you're still getting your 3 points.
Yeah, that's what I'm worried about.
Incredible statistic
Yeah, we'd normally have thrown them away.
over the last few seasons where Liverpool have got more points away from home facing the top 6 than they have facing the bottom 6.
Yeah.
It's an incredible statistic.
That's what I'm saying. When
Incredible
under the
statistic.
likes of Rodgers and even before club, them sort of games we used to, we'd go and beat your Man City, your Chelsea's, your Man United's, or whatever, and then we'd go and slip up at these other.
I think it was, if I'm right in saying this, I think last year we did not lose a game against the top 5 or 6 clubs. We might have won a couple, drawn a couple, etc. But I think it was last year.
What is it?
We never lost a game against the top 5 clubs.
Strange attitude, really.
Why did they step?
And then you play something at the bottom of the league and you get beat. I
Right.
don't know. Is it a mental thing?
It's a mental
Is it
thing, yeah.
is it the players going
Well,
out?
this has happened under different managers as well, though.
Yeah, it
Different
has.
squads
Yeah,
as
it has.
well. It's weird.
Yes.
Here's one for you. Who's the team who's got the most points this season away at away grounds?
Oh,
Who do you think?
it's one of the other. It is one of those.
Watford.
Yeah, it's
You
someone
say
like
Watford?
it's someone like Watford, isn't it? It's one of them sort of clubs. I don't think it's one of the big clubs, is it?
Tottenham.
Is it
Really?
Tottenham?
But like I said, I don't think
Because-
it was one of the big clubs.
We've only played. We're playing all our games away. Mostly.
Oh, Wembley, you mean?
We've only played twice at Wembley this season. We've played all our games away
Rather
games.
than, now, there's an interesting stat.
There
So
you go.
you've rearranged fixtures so that you can play away.
Yeah.
Right now, that's very interesting. Ian Stewart may be very pleased with that stat. Rosie and Jim
Hi,
have
Rosie,
joined
Jimmy.
from Leeds.
That's all right.
Richard Pennick's joined. Leighton Thomas is watching from Wales. This is the Three Pundits live from the Union Jack 2 bar on Calais Castillon.
Castillon.
He doesn't even know the street his own bar's on. Come on.
Live all over Spain. Live all
Listen,
over-
guys, let's
all over
move
the
on. We've exhausted the Premiership. Let's move on. Just before we move on to the Champions League, just a reminder that Middlesbrough, that good old North East club, they're top of the Championship at the minute. Sheffield Wednesday, West Brom, Leeds and Derby all had a chance to go top this weekend.
And all
Middlesbrough won on Friday and they
They
all
all
lost.
What happened to Leeds? Where are Leeds?
They all lost.
They're
lost.
dropping a bit now. They're dropping
Yeah,
a few points.
yeah.
It's like Scotty said, Middlesbrough won on Friday night.
All had the chance to
and
go
all
top.
the other 3
But
sides lost
let's
on the Saturday.
get onto the Champions League.
Which tomorrow and Wednesday this week.
Tomorrow and Wednesday. Fantastic fixtures. I'm just going to read a few of them off. Ajax Benfica, that's got some dribbling, drooling about it. Real Madrid, 5 games they've never won. They play a team you've never heard of, Victoria Plzeň. Okay, Roma versus CSK Moscow, and Man United versus Juventus tomorrow. Ronaldo coming back to Old Trafford. That will be a
Can't wait
great
to see that,
spectacle.
yeah.
That's going to be
We've got
fantastic.
the biggest game of the week, PSV Eindhoven
Oh,
versus
PSV.
Tottenham Hotspur. And I believe, how many points have you got so far in the league?
In the Champions League.
0.
0.
Okay, 0. We've also got on Wednesday evening Barcelona
Barcelona and
Inter
Inter
Milan,
that'll
and
be a
Liverpool
cracking game.
versus Krasnodar. Who are they?
Well, I don't give a shit who
Red
they are,
Star.
but that's looking like a good 3 points for us, isn't it?
I hope you're right. I really hope you're right. Let's get to the Rabbi.
Well, these won it. What days Arsenal playing on? Oh, they're not in the Champions League, are they? They're Thursday.
They're watching
Sorry
them.
They're watching
about
Emmerdale.
that. They're watching Emmerdale. Where's Newcastle?
Never mind fucking Newcastle.
I know we've got 0 points, but you've got to be in it to win it.
The big question, you've got to be in it to win it. If you get beat tomorrow night or rather Wednesday night, you're not in it. You're out.
Is that right?
Yes.
What they've got to win.
I would say so, yeah.
Well, will we?
Anyway, go on, let's go through them then, Scotty. Let's talk about each individual.
Okay.
Which is the biggest game out of every
Just
fixture on
the
there?
English
That's what I wanna
games,
know.
the English teams.
I saw him asking that today, which you
I
thought was
think the biggest game is probably Man United versus Juventus because once again, if Juventus win, I think Manchester United have got a massive uphill task.
I'd love Cristiano Ronaldo
To get
a hat
6.
trick. 67 in your language.
Yeah, 67 goals, yeah.
Not because I don't like United, I don't mean that. I just like Cristiano Ronaldo.
Yeah, I can't stand the cunt. Never liked him.
Are you not?
Nah, fuck
What
it.
sort of football bloke are you?
That's because
He's
an arrogant
one of the
cunt.
great,
What about you?
but you've got to have talent to be arrogant.
What
man.
about
Rosie
you,
and
Rabbi?
Jim have said,
Right.
hey up, loose men, the flying pig, it's your birthday, you should be celebrating. He is celebrating,
I've got a
Rosie
pint of
and
cider,
Jim.
Rosie
He
and
is
Jim.
celebrating, we're having a great time. Florina Christian, the professional footballer from Lanúthia, he's watching. Russell Boynton is watching. He's the big man up at Lanúthia as well. Lanúthia, well, don't forget about Lanúthia. We will cover you, Lanúthia, if you ever decide to pay the bill from last season.
Just great point. That we're still waiting for the Yakkers. Anyway, getting back to the Rabbi, what do you think about Cristiano or Ronaldo?
Well, he's a great player, isn't he?
He's brilliant.
Do you like him? I mean,
Well,
Big
look,
Joe absolutely, detests him for some reason. I don't know why.
but as a player and
Yeah,
a
the
goal
player is
scorer,
brilliant.
look what Real Madrid ain't the team they were without him.
No.
5 games without a win now. Real Madrid got beat again at the weekend off Levante 2-1
Now
in
that-
the Bernabeu.
That wouldn't have happened if Ronaldo was playing,
No.
would it? No
Well,
way.
it's very interesting because the coach at his name escapes me. It's a very something like that. He was the guy just days before the World Cup announced he took the position at Real Madrid.
That's right. He left the national
He
side.
left the Nationals. Well, he didn't. He was sacked.
Right.
The
Well, no,
national-
he said he was going to take it up, so they sacked him.
Afterwards, they sacked him. And to be quite honest, it was just the most ludicrous announcement I've ever heard in my life.
He got what
Mental.
he said.
Days before the World Cup. And listen, you used that analogy, Flying Pig. Has he got what he's deserved at Real Madrid?
Well-
because our forecast,
well,
in 2 weeks he'll be gone.
He said today, he's actually had a press conference either last night or today, saying, if you're looking for someone to feel sorry for, that the team's going down, you're looking at a man who's under pressure and all that, he says, don't look towards me. I'm not under pressure. We're not. He says, all right, we haven't had 2 or 3 games, but you watch us come back. And he he's saying that he's not under pressure, he's not feeling the pressure, he's not under pressure, and he just says, bring it on, we're going to go.
Where are they in La Liga?
5th.
Fifth.
Yeah, but he's
How is he still in the job?
but he's still only 2 points behind the top team.
Yeah. Because of all the
Alright.
bad results,
Yeah.
don't forget Barcelona.
Yeah.
And don't forget,
Who's
Messi's
tops
broke
of
his.
it?
Barcelona's just went top. haven't they?
Yes, they've just
With
got
the
top
win.
over
And
Alaves.
then Alaves is second, a
They
point
don't-
behind them. And then Real Madrid, there's Sevilla, Atletico, and Real Madrid are a point behind
And also,
them. So only
don't
2
forget
points.
with Barca, I know we've diverted a bit from what we're talking about, but don't forget that over the weekend, Messi
broke his arm.
broke his arm, so he's out for quite a few weeks as well now. So you don't know what's going to go on, and don't like try and paper all the cracks of Real Madrid. Barcelona haven't been outstanding this year either.
Mhm.
You know, they might have just gone into top place, but they've lost a couple of games and drawn a couple of games where they were expected to win.
Very
So
interesting.
that is well, the league is very interesting. It's like
Like the
talking about the
Premiership.
Premiership. The gap's closed a little bit. It's not just Real Madrid and Barcelona that's running away with it. Alaves are up there, you know, and there's 2 or 3 times. You know, that'd be great if that happened as well.
Flying Pig, I have to say this. I really feel as if I have to say this. But you're
What,
very
what?
animated tonight. Your passion
Birthday
tonight
boy,
is
innit?
shining through. Is it your birthday, or is it the fact you've maybe took a little bit speed? What's going on?
Never taken a drug in their life.
Eh?
Only
Well,
only cider.
only side
But-
of the-
Can you remember about just an hour before we
He's on form tonight. He normally sits there like this. Quick
I
impression of
usually
Flying
can't get
Pig.
a word in normally because of me.
You lying git, I've never
Well,
He's into it tonight.
What did
Flying
you
Pig.
an hour ago?
It's Rosie and Jim's watching
No,
it.
an hour ago before we come on
He
air.
went in
I
the
was
toilet
sat
and
at the bar. I was sat at the bar with you, and you said, "What's up with you?" You said that to me.
Yeah.
Why you sit quiet? What's up with you? And I said, "Oh,
Because
knackered.
I were
You
here.
know, I'm an old lad. I'm knackered and all that." And then, what?
You've come alive. What is it?
Well, he's had a
I've been
couple of
drinking.
days off.
I've been drinking Pepsi.
It's because he's not sat next to me fighting for a microphone, isn't it?
Oh,
Can't get a word in
You know
edgeways.
something?
We've got lots of microphones tonight. Rosie and Jim there. Matt Parker's coming. Dunk, my man. Matt Parker, do you know him?
Yeah. All right,
Okay, we've got Rob Caceres watching, big Rangers fan, Flooding Christian from Polyp. I think we've already mentioned him. As I say, Rosie and Jim's joined. The three pundits, but
Plus
the four
the
pundits
Rabbi.
tonight with the
Look,
Rabbi.
and who's this pops up? Mike Ashley.
Right, come on.
Ashley.
So where are we up to? We to
The Champions
League.
Massive game, Barcelona, Inter Milan. How do you see that one go? That's Wednesday evening.
And no Messi. Oh, it could go either way. That
Draw.
Yeah, I might go for a draw.
They,
Messi
I
not
think
injured?
they won at the weekend, didn't they?
Is Messi not injured?
Yeah, it's broke
He's
his
broke it out.
Yeah.
He's gone. He's out for a few weeks. But well, anyway, we was on about Man United Juventus.
Mhm.
What do you think about that?
I think that'll be a great game, and I think in many respects that.
Juventus are going
They get great reception when they.
Yeah, well, I hope he does. The Man United fans, though,
They did
at
like
the minute, the last couple of weeks, of course, they loved him. He's one of the greatest players ever to kick the ball. Don't might disagree.
No, I don't doubt his.
He doesn't
ability.
doubt that. He just doesn't like the guy.
Yeah.
He's not on about his football ability. He just
Which is a
doesn't like
shame because there's a lot of things he does do in public that he doesn't have to do, like these charities and kids. So he's good
Yeah.
like that. To be honest.
Are you here, Summer?
Are you going, chick?
Keys.
Jesus Christ.
Our beautiful
Anyway.
barmaids lady.
See you later,
All right,
mate.
Summer.
But I mean, getting back to the football, I think Man United fans, you're watching with rose-tinted spectacles. You're on a euphoric moment because you've got a draw against Chelsea. And be honest, you really should have won.
Could this be an embarrassment, or do you think it will be a narrow game?
The 2 weeks ago, you scraped the win against the team that is now bottom of the league. I forecast a convincing Juventus win.
Yeah, I think. Well, I don't know that convincing, but I honestly think that Juventus will win.
I read
3-0 or something like that.
Yeah,
Nice.
Juventus. Yeah.
I read a report today on the BBC on the big web page, and the headline was, "Is this the best Juventus team ever?" Now we don't follow the Italian league, do we?
I like Syria. I like Syria.
Well, I don't follow it.
No, I don't.
And I looked at that
It's better
headline and I
than it
went,
used 3
"What?"
years ago.
But apparently they are playing magnificent football.
And
They're
then you've
winning
got-
every game. They've brought in Ronaldo.
Yeah.
I couldn't care how old he is. He is still brilliant.
I can't believe that he left
Brilliant.
Real Madrid.
It's phenomenal. He left because he was going to get put in jail because he owes that much money.
You think?
Oh, we actually shadow
Well,
it out.
yeah, but they can still put
He's
him
on
in
a
jail.
suspended sentence, and he had to pay 20 million euros to keep his son out of jail
Yeah.
because for tax evasion. Whether it's his fault or whether it's his advisor's fault, we don't know.
Tax. I mean,
Tax and all that.
Isn't that for holding carpets
But
down?
I think he thought, well, let's get away from here and all that, and he's come to. I mean, obviously, he could still if he wanted, but I think, yeah, he thought it's time for a move. Let's get out of Spain and all that.
Yeah.
Again, he's 33. I think he's 33. Am I right to say
Yeah,
that?
yeah.
He's played in Premiership. He's played in La Liga. It's probably what
I
he
thought
would
he'd go
challenge.
back to United.
Well, I don't think he would.
I think the fans would look.
Especially with Mourinho. Because
No.
I don't think he
No.
will. Because
Two big personalities.
exactly.
Is it because Mourinho doesn't like someone that gets more attention
Yes,
than him?
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You hit the nail on the head,
Yeah.
Big Dunk.
You have hit the nail on it. But let's not go back into that scenario about Mourinho. But Juventus, I think I think we'll do the business against United.
You hope they do.
Hope so. Sorry,
What
guys.
you're trying to say? I ain't United. Come on.
Just a
I'm
little
a
bit.
Liverpool fan. I don't.
Just
He
a little
hates
bit.
United more than we do.
We hit Man U. We
Rabbi,
hit Man
Rabbi.
U.
Can I say one thing?
7-2.
That's why we want these back in Premiership.
Yeah,
we don't,
these-
because they even
War
more.
of the Roses. It's brilliant, man. Rabbi, I want to ask you about Man United. Have you got any hatred towards them? Because everyone hates them.
It's not hatred, but I'm glad they're not doing as well as what they.
Yeah.
Because it was all Man United, Man United, Man United.
They're a very arrogant club, aren't they?
Yeah. Now it's getting a little bit, not to say even, because Man City,
Yeah.
But it's not Man United every season. Man United every season,
You're right.
weren't it?
Can I just say one thing? It's not the club that was arrogant. It was the supporters that were arrogant.
Yeah.
Because they were winning and winning and winning. And
Well,
the supporters
what
used
about
to
when
just shove
they
it down
put-
your throat.
What about when they pulled out of the FA Cup, the club? I'd say that was arrogant.
Yeah.
They
That was
devalued it
that
from
was
that moment
disgraceful,
forward.
yeah.
And they're what you call, I call them a corporate club,
Yeah.
right? Teams like Newcastle, Liverpool are not a corporate club. I think Arsenal are a corporate club where they've just,
Keep talking, Rabbi. Keep talking.
they're just getting supporters. You know, I call it a library.
Yeah.
Man United's ground, I'm sorry, is a library. No atmosphere no more. Arsenal's
terrible.
ground, you are a library as well.
Yeah.
You go to Newcastle's ground, great
I
atmosphere.
think Newcastle.
You go to Liverpool's ground, you never walk alone. Great atmosphere. Listen, at the old lane.
What about
cracking
at Chelsea?
atmosphere, you know?
At Chelsea, they've got all them. They hand out all them flags, don't they? I mean, it's all. Like at Liverpool, all the flags that people have made and that. You go somewhere like Chelsea,
Listen,
it's all fabricated.
This is how corporate Chelsea are. I remember about 20 years ago, you had 11,000 fans going to your matches.
Yeah.
11,000 at your bridge before Abramovich took over. I'm telling you, you're a corporate club as well.
Right, come on, let's get back to the predictions of the Champions League.
Okay, Champions League, Man United, Juventus. What's the score?
We've all said Juventus are going to win.
I reckon
Oh,
Man United 0, Juventus 67.
Do you know what? I'm going to go against you.
Yeah, get your money on this.
2-1 Man United.
Yeah, you think he's going to do it?
There you go.
I'm going to say Juventus 3-0.
I'm going to
because I
go.
just want
I'm going
to
to
see
go.
that.
I'm going to go 1-0 or a 2-0
Really?
to
Yeah.
Juventus. But anyway, right. So, what are you looking? Cool.
I've just seen who's coming in. Graham Callahan is watching. Who's that? Roddy Rodriguez is watching. Don't know where he's.
Sounds like a footballer.
This is not a bad game.
John
you know.
Bryson's joined from Keswick. John
Right, John.
Bryson, I'm very apologetic about the fact I've got a Liverpool fan, and a Spurs fan in between me tonight. Terrible stuff. Good news is, John
Listen,
Bryson, you've got a Newcastle fan.
John Bryson comes from Keswick, and that's just up the road from me.
Yeah.
I'm a South Lakeland boy. Well, I'm a Lancashire lad, but I'm nearly South Lakeland.
Listen, guys, I think that Dortmund Atletico Madrid game could be a decent game.
Dortmund, Atletico.
Nobody's interested, man.
I know because you
Nobody's interested.
only pick out the big
I
clubs.
know.
And that, you
Yeah,
know.
No, just what you were
They're
saying the
big
other
clubs
week.
anyway, though.
Listen, we're going to go
You were
Division
talking
1,
about
Division
Division
2.
1, we're talking about.
Nobody's
We're
interested.
talking about
Hey.
Borussia Dortmund and Atletico Madrid.
Tranquilo. Listen, we've only 8 or 9 minutes left. I want to talk about the English clubs. We've talked about Man U. Right. Talk about the other English clubs.
Liverpool.
Well, we should, I mean, we'll say this
There'll be
very
some
quickly.
changes for
We
that.
don't even know who they're playing, so we should
Red
win
Star.
that.
Do you not know who you're playing, your team?
No, well, we
Red
can't
Star.
even
What's the
pronounce
name?
it.
What's
We
the name
can't
of the team?
pronounce it.
Come on.
Red Star Belgrade.
It's called Schiesbrechte for Schigestek.
Liverpool will change things up.
Right, so that's it.
Frank.
So what about the other English teams?
Tottenham.
Tottenham
Where
playing
PSV Eindhoven.
at.
PSV Eindhoven in Holland.
I'll tell you something now that is a big ask.
My prediction, Tottenham draw out.
I think they might get a draw.
Nah.
I
Come on,
think they'll get a
Rabbi.
3-1 Tottenham.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tottenham.
I think they'll go
Yeah.
down and
Yeah.
smash them. Yeah, I'll do. Yeah.
draw. Right, now what's the other English team now that we haven't discussed?
Well, it ain't Arsenal, is it, Rabbi?
Well, Man United.
John Bryson says, evening, chaps, especially
Man City.
the South Lakes Liverpool gentlemen.
Come on, you South Lakeland Leaguers. We're all right. So,
Man City
United,
and Shakhtar Donetsk.
at Shakhtar Donetsk. At Shakhtar
Yes,
Donetsk.
away
Hey,
from home, yeah.
don't like Shakhtar Donetsk. You go to these Eastern European and you're playing it.
You go there all the time, don't you, for the prostitutes?
I wish. Shit.
I have.
In his tights.
Listen, it is that shit.
Listen, I went to Prague on my 40th and I'm 17 over the weekend.
What prostitutes?
Right,
Yeah.
I went with 17 people when they all paid, everyone. That's what they treated me.
Listen.
Oh, come
So
on.
It's a good
I'd rather have
family show.
I'd
The
rather
three
have had
pundits.
17 burgers.
Man United, Man City. Hey, don't write Shakhtar off because
All right,
going to
mate,
these-
calm down. Now, what's he on tonight?
Going to these-
He's not cooked.
Come on, you're on about football. Being
Look, he's-
the rabbis on about prostitutes. It's much better fun.
No, this is
And I
Shakhtar we're
must tell
talking
you,
about.
and I must tell you this also. The last one, me Johnny break. And I looked at her and I said, "Blimey, if you got AIDS?" She went, "No." Have you? I went, "No." Come on, carry on.
Oh.
So there's a little.
A little what? He's talking about condom and then
There's
going
a
to
little
little.
rabbi running round over in where was it?
No, I wasn't stumped like that little bro.
In
Little
Prague.
rabbi.
There's a little rabbi running around in Prague after his Johnny burst.
Terrible, guys.
Nothing to do with prostitutes tonight. This is the football
I've never
show
seen
from the
the-
Union Jack 2.
the
The
flying
three pundits
pig
in
Has
Benidorm.
put more passion in tonight about Shakhtar than any team ever on it.
Yeah.
Don't you be writing Shakhtar off, lads.
He's on drugs or something.
He's on
right,
his
Tim?
tits, isn't he,
All right,
tonight?
he's on speed. The man's on
That's it
speed.
now. That's it.
Nasty.
I'm not even going to say a word on Thursday on Saturday show anymore.
Oh,
That's
fantastic
nothing
stuff.
new there, is there?
Listen, Dunk, where can we find access to the
Oh, the
three
Three
pundits?
Pundits. We're on Facebook. Just search the Three Pundits. The same on Twitter, Instagram, iTunes, any podcast app. Search the Three Pundits. If it doesn't come up, which it should do, just search Three Pundits Media. But you'll find us. We're there.
We're there. All of us.
Live on Radio 1 Benidorm on a Saturday afternoon, live from the Union Jack on a Monday evening with
And
the
next
famous
week,
Spurs
and
Rabbi,
next week,
That's
live on Channel 5.
That's the
we've got the
sport.
cameras.
Yeah, Channel
Coming,
5.
Channel 5 are coming down.
Live next week. Well, it's not actually live, it's recorded.
No, it'll be
Put
in
it out in
February.
February.
But we have our offside show as well, live on
The
FM Radio
offside
on
show
a Thursday night.
Thursday evening. You
Which
can
we
join
don't-
in.
We talk about
Current affairs, no sport
No
whatsoever.
sport whatsoever. We
Put the world
Put the
to
world
rights.
to
Yes.
Prostitutes.
Absolutely.
Hang on.
Absolutely. How many minutes we've got left, lads?
57. We're on 57.
Whoa.
boys.
We're on
We
57
could
minutes.
boil an egg in the next 3
What can we
minutes.
talk about for 3 minutes?
Newcastle.
I'll tell you what we'll talk about. Zlatan
Ibrahimovic.
Ibrahimovic.
Phenomenal.
You can't even
Been
say
linked
it,
to Real Madrid,
Ibrahimovic,
haven't he?
of course I can,
You
yeah.
see that today?
He was
Oh.
incredible the
Have you
day
seen
we
that
watched him
they
again.
reckon they want to sign him?
He
Real
was
Madrid in
brilliant.
January.
Well, I'll tell you
He
something
was
now.
brilliant.
It showed you playing, right, for
We
LA
watched the
Galaxy
game,
the
didn't
other
we?
weekend. We watched it.
He was
Apart from
incredible.
scoring a goal, his distribution, it was just putting people
His
through.
passing
Oh,
was
it was
just
unreal.
fantastic.
How that guy is not playing top class football.
Yeah, I think
playing in
amazing.
America, I do not know.
He's an amazing player.
He's an amazing player.
There's a great documentary on Netflix about him as well. He's
Is it?
guys, brilliant.
I'll tell you something.
See
now.
you, Rangers, fella!
See you later, Dale.
See you later, Dale. See you again.
See you, Trace. Don't
See you,
forget to
Trace.
text me. Don't forget to text me.
That's some of the.
All right, Dale.
Just to say, some of the guys out the
Punters.
bar that have been watching us are just leaving.
Magic stuff. Well, listen, lads, I think we're more or less ready to tie up, aren't we?
I'll just say so.
We've had
Yeah.
a couple of beers. We've put the world to rights. We've reviewed the weekend's football. We've all agreed how unlucky Newcastle United were and how lucky Tottenham and Liverpool were.
Yep.
Haven't we?
100%.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know
That's
much
right.
about Tottenham, but especially
Yeah.
Liverpool, yeah.
And
Yeah.
remember, before we go, the team that had more shots at goal
Oh, dear.
in the Premiership this weekend, Newcastle United. It's only the fact that fat bastard Ashley won't put his hand in his pocket and buy a decent forward. But I've got a decent forward for him. It's called Callum Douglas. And he won't cost too much. And he's agent.
He'd be all right, but he'd do a better
He's
job
a
than
great
what they're
guy.
doing. Do you know
Of
what
course
I
he
mean?
would. Of course he
He's a
would.
striker.
Listen, I'll tell you, Callum Douglas practice match on Monday evening, 5 goals.
Up at Lanufia
Scored 5 goals
in the second division of
in Spain.
in Spain.
5 goals.
Yeah.
He's amazing.
Yeah.
What a team. What a player he is. More people coming in. Matty Parker, Philip Alcock, Paul Turvis, Dida.
I used to
Alan's
scroll it down,
joined
that's what that is.
from
There's more in
England.
there.
Yeah, there's a
But
lot
we're
more
done
there.
now.
Let's have a look.
Let's have a
So
look.
many more.
Don't knock your drink over.
I think he moves the little button.
Scott-
Oh, lots
Scotty wants
more.
to play with his buttons.
Matt Parker, I'd rather see Ryan Kent get a run against the likes of Red Star than fucking Lallana. What's that mean?
The Lallana is on about me.
Okay. Matt Parker, Lallana.
He's a red.
Lallana. Okay, listen. It's now, what time's it, lad?
Oh,
8
we've
o'clock?
gone past 7. We've gone past 8 o'clock.
8 o'clock, live from the Union Jack Bar in Benidorm.
Yeah, we're doing the quiz now.
tie
We've
it
got,
up,
the curry,
the quiz.
we've got the curry and
20 or 30 people in tonight, so we'll have a good quiz game.
And Curry now. Yeah.
Absolutely right. So from me, Ken Scott, it's goodbye.
From me, the Rabbi, Je m'appelle.
I thought you were going to come up with something Jewish at least. Shalom.
every hour's a goal. Yeah, see you later, guys, from Big Thumb.
And from the pig, on the button.
On the button.
Adios, chicos.
That was a good show tonight, wasn't it?
Press finish and make sure you press.
This is still on.
What, that? Oh, just do it, because I'm dying for a piss. That's why I want you to do it.